Hi all, Kevin here. I wanted to kind of get back into the knot series that I started a couple of years ago and it fell by the wayside. And to that end, I kind of wanted to film a new intro to it while I'm out here in the snow. A little bit about my background. I've got a background in doing some rigging when I was in construction, and I was in the Navy, and I was a sailing instructor for a while. I was in sailboats. I worked with 4 or 5 different units of scouts, and I taught them all their knots and their lashings and their rigging and all that kind of thing, and their pioneering skills. And so I've got a little bit of background in rope work and things like that. A little bit of climbing, a little bit of rescue, that kind of thing, but not a lot of any of that. So with that being said, I kind of want to talk about knots and why they fail, and then we'll actually get into the meat of the act. I'll probably go back inside for that. There are really only about 4 reasons that knots fail. They're tied wrong, they're tied in the wrong material, they're used wrong, and the material or the knot itself becomes damaged. And those are really the 4 reasons why knots fail. With that being said, I think we'll probably move back inside and do some knot tying. All right, in this video, we're going to talk about the clove hitch. Now, basically, a clove hitch is a utility knot. We use it in a lot of different applications. It's used in lashings. It's used in just a quick hitch to tie things off with. It's used in a myriad of applications. It's just a utility knot. One thing about knots and hitches is hitches are usually tied around something. Now, that can be around a piece of wood, around a spar, around another line, around a bend in a line, around a lot of things. But hitches are normally tied around something, and knots are normally tied in the line itself. All right, that being said, the clove hitch is really simple. We hear a lot of people say, make an X and run up through the center of the X and all that kind of thing. But there are different ways to tie this. You can tie it in the middle of a line. But for this purpose, we're just going to tie this around this dowel. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to come around. We're going to form that X that everybody talks about. And a lot of people say come back up through the center of the X, but that throws a lot of people off because they think you mean here. But actually, what we're going to do is we're going to come back around this dowel, and we're going to come under this line, the one that crosses over the center right here. So basically, if this knot is expanded, it looks like this. It's a loop, and both of the ends, let's call this the standing end for purpose of this discussion. We'll call this the running end, which in this case it is. All right. But what you want to see is those two pass under this line right next to each other. When this is cinched up tight, it will look like that. So basically you've got the standing end and the running end right together with this little seat belt over the top of them. And this is a good knot to talk about direction of load or direction of pull on this knot. As you can see, if I pull this direction on the knot, right straight through the center of the knot, on either one of these lines, the knot actually tightens. Now, in sail, you'll hear people talking about capsizing the knot, and basically that is deforming the knot based on the direction of pull of a line. So on a clove hitch, if you change the direction of your pull, you can see this knot will alter and come right out either way. So basically the direction of the load in this line is important when using this knot. But that's really all there is to it. Let me spread this apart so you can see what's going on. So basically you go around and over, and then that comes back around and goes under the one that went over the top of everything. And basically that is your knot. Back in the days of sail, this knot was basically really only used to secure rat lines off to the ends of shrouds. And that's because it can be tied in the center of a line. And that's basically what we've got going on here. And you tie this thing various ways. You know, I've got both ends of this pole available here, so I could do it with just 2 loops. But basically, this is what you're wanting to end up with. Your basic clove hitch. And if you got any questions, put them in the comments. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.